A very good evening and welcome to the final edition of Yes 101 Visual Radio for today. Bringing you the news, I'm Mariam Ganavijaya.
I'm Tinal Tilakaratna. First, let's take a look at your headlines.
News First headline.
Chinese research vessel Xiang 3 docks in Maldives. India, Sri Lanka, Maldives flex muscle in Dosti exercise as Chinese research vessel looms. Milan 2024 underway with 35 warships, 50 aircrafts. US praises Sri Lanka's economic reforms thanks for Red Sea support. In news overseas, Germany is set to legalize cannabis, but it is complicated. In sports, CSK to host RCB in IPL 2024 opener on the 22nd of March.
In our top story this evening, following its denial of entry into Sri Lanka's exclusive economic zone, the Chinese research vessel Xiang 3 has reached the Maldives. The arrival of the Xiang 3 has added a new dimension to the ongoing diplomatic tensions between India and China regarding Sri Lanka. The Chinese government had previously requested permission for the Xiang 3 to conduct inspections in Sri Lankan waters before the Sri Lankan government imposed a one-year ban on all research vessels conducting activities within its territorial waters. Now, this request coincided with the preparation of the vessel for its voyage to the Indian Ocean. With the ban in place, the Xiang 3, which had departed from the Chinese port of Sanya on the 16th of January, diverted to the Maldives instead of Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, the Maldivian government had clarified that the Xiang 3 is not conducting research activities within their territorial waters and is solely present for its logistical purposes.
The 16th edition of the Trilateral Maritime Exercise Dosti, hosted by the Maldives National Defence Force, got underway with a combination of intensive drills and training sessions. The exercise, held from the 22nd of February to the 25th, will witness the participation of Coast Guard vessels from India, Navy vessels from Sri Lanka and the Maldives, along with observers from Bangladesh. The trilateral exercise Dosti aims to enhance cooperation, strengthen friendship, improve mutual operational capability and develop interoperability among the Coast Guard personnel of India, Maldives and Sri Lanka. Now, the exercise took place amidst heightening regional tensions, particularly between India and China, especially after the movement of the Chinese research vessel Xiang 3.
Meanwhile, the 12th edition of the multilateral naval exercise Milan 2024 commenced on the 19th of this month in India's Visakhapatnam with the arrival of warships and one maritime patrol aircraft from Fleet Forces Command. Exercise Milan, whose name is based on the Hindi word for unification, began in 1995 with the navies of Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand and Indonesia participating. Participating countries include Australia, Bangladesh, Brazil, Cambodia, Canada, Comoros, Egypt, Eritrea, Fiji, France, Gabon, Germany, Indonesia, Iran, Iraq, Italy, Japan, Kenya, Madagascar, Malaysia, the Maldives, Mauritius, Mozambique, Myanmar, Namibia, New Zealand, Nigeria, Oman, Papua New Guinea, Peru, Philippines, Qatar, Russia, Seychelles, Singapore, Somalia, South Africa, South Korea, Spain, Sri Lanka, Tanzania, Thailand, Timor-Leste, the UAE, the UK, the USA, and Vietnam and Yemen. Now, China, which most Indians view as the country's most pressing threat, was not invited to the exercise.
The United States Deputy Secretary of State for Management and Resources, Richard Verma, expressed appreciation for the efforts taken by the Sri Lankan government to turn the economy around. This was communicated during a meeting with the Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe. During the discussions, the President outlined the progress of the debt's restructuring along with several key economic reform measures, including the Agriculture Modernization Program. Commenting on the matters related to global security, the Deputy Secretary thanked the Sri Lankan government for their assistance in the ongoing naval operations in the Red Sea. The President said that Sri Lanka remains committed to freedom of navigation in the Indian Ocean, echoing solidarity with Saudi Arabia's stance on the Houthi rebels.
International news.
In news overseas, the German parliament is about to vote on a new law to allow the recreational use of cannabis. If MPs vote yes, over 18s in Germany will be allowed to possess substantial amounts of cannabis, but strict rules will make it difficult to buy the drug. Smoking cannabis in many public spaces would then become legal from the 1st of April. Possession of about 25 grams or almost an ounce would be allowed in public spaces, and in private homes, the legal upper limit would be 50 grams.
Sports news.
Defending champions Chennai Super Kings will host Royal Challengers Bangalore at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in the opening match of IPL 2024 on the 22nd of March. The IPL released a partial schedule comprising an initial set of 21 matches between March 22nd and the 7th of April. The IPL final is expected to be played on the 26th of May with just 5 days between that and the opening match of the Men's T20 World Cup to be played in the USA and the Caribbean from the 1st of June.
And with that, we wrap up this edition of Yes 101 Visual Radio. Thank you for watching. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Mariam Ganavijaya.
I'm Tina Tilakaratne. Good night and take care.